Hi, and welcome back to LW Pharmacy School channel. It is Lindsay with you tonight, and I am so excited to be here with you tonight, today, this evening, this morning, wherever you may be, whatever time it is where you are. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in so long. I know I missed my video last week because we were super busy here dealing with enrollment. And so I was being pulled out of the office, but today I made the time to be here. If this video has been helping you, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. Hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications so you can be notified every time we post a new video. As always, this video is being brought to you by LW Pharmacy School, serving you through education. We are a 15-week online pharmacy technician course that produces success. Shout out to all my friends all over the country who have passed their PTCB or ExCPT exam by using LW Pharmacy School YouTube channel, or maybe by taking a course, or even by doing some tutorial sessions with me. So I'm super excited. I am going to jump into it today. Also, make sure that you tell your friends, your cousin, your auntie, your brother, your uncle, your friends, everybody that you know that LW Pharmacy School is helping you get right. Okay, we're helping you get your certification exam passed so that way you can get your certificate. Today, we're going to talk about patient safety and quality assurance. This video will definitely cover the 2020 requirements and all of the new 2020 laws that are out there that a lot of you guys have asked me about. Towards the end of the video, we're going to talk a little bit about, we're going to do some PTCB practice questions. So hang tight, okay? I don't want this video to be super long. Patient's right. Remember that the patient has the right to the right drug, the right dose, the right dosage form, the right route of administration, and then the right time of administration. Okay. I need you to understand that as a patient, they have the right to these things. So there is no way that they should be denied the right drug, which is whatever the doctor prescribed, right? So if the doctor prescribed amoxicillin and we don't have amoxicillin in the pharmacy, it's not okay for us to give them cephalexin because that's not the right drug, okay? The right dose. Let's say the doctor said that they are to take 15 milligrams, you know, before bedtime, but we did the wrong calculations, and instead of 15 milligrams, we got 20 milligrams, and that's what they got. So now we have violated their rights and we have caused a medication error, which we're going to get into a little bit further. The right dosage form. So dosage form is what? A tablet, a capsule, a solution, a syrup. Okay. So they have the right to the right dosage form. So if the doctor wrote it for capsules and we only have tablets, that's not the same thing. Okay, so we definitely need to contact the doctor to let them know, hey, this is what we have, so on and so forth. Okay, the right route of administration. So that means that if they, if the doctor said one capsule by mouth, the route of administration is the by mouth part. Okay, so that means that we can't tell them to take this capsule per vagina or per rectal, right? We have to give it to them by mouth. And then also, if it's something that was written per rectal or per vagina, we want to make sure that we are routing it to the right spot because you don't want to give a patient something by mouth that should have went per rectal, or by mouth that should have went per vagina, or by mouth that should have went in the eye, okay, or even in the ear. That could be horrible, horrible. Okay, so we want to make sure that we are giving them the right amount, the right route of administration, and then the right time of administration. So if the doctor wrote it for bedtime, or if the doctor wrote it before every meal, you know, they have the right to the right time of administration. So if the doctor was very specific about before meals or before bedtime, then we need to make sure that we as pharmacy technicians translate that onto the label. You can't just say take it by mouth daily. If the doctor said by mouth at bedtime, you have to be very specific about when that patient is supposed to take the medication. It is their right, people. Prescribing errors. Let's talk about it. Where does the prescribing errors come from? Oh my God, I'm so glad that you asked me. Prescribing errors come from the doctor, okay, because they are the ones who prescribe the medication, okay. The route of administration not specified. So if a doctor, you get a script, you're in the pharmacy, and the doctor does not specify what route of administration this particular medication should go, then that is a prescribing error. Let's say the patient has some type of allergy, okay, and when they get to you, maybe they didn't share, or maybe the doctor didn't convey that in the script, or maybe the patient didn't convey it to the doctor, however it went. But when they got to the pharmacy, and all of a sudden they're allergic to penicillin, but here they are with a prescription for amoxicillin. Now, amoxicillin and penicillin is cousins. Oh, yeah, they're cousins. They both end in cillin. So ultimately, this person may need to be on some type of mycin, or they may need to be on Zithromax or something like that, other than the cillins, okay? And so, if the doctor prescribed the cillin to a person who was allergic to penicillin, that is a prescribing error. Incorrect strength of medication. We just talked about that a little bit. Patient needed 10 milligrams because of their weight and height. Doctor gave them 5 milligrams. So ultimately, this patient is not getting the optimum care or the best care that they should get, because now they are getting inadequate strength of medication, which is not going to take care of what the patient is dealing with. Incomplete medication name. The doctor writing off fast, they didn't really complete the medication name. And sometimes the doctor will have the nurse to fill out the directions on the prescription. They'll tell their nurse to do it. So either way, when it comes from the doctor's office, that doctor is responsible for it, because that doctor is the head of that particular office. So even if the nurse made the mistake, the doctor ultimately has to take the fall for it. Quantity and refills omitted. So if the doctor didn't put on there how many quantity they're supposed to get, how many refills, that's so on and so forth. Let's say that there was additional directions that were required. I know that like steroids, like the med dose pack steroids, there are some stair-stepper directions that go along with that. And if the doctor did not provide that at the time of them writing the prescription, this, that, and the third, then it's possible that that patient could, not get everything that they need, and that falls back on the doctor. Causes of prescription errors. We're still talking about the doctor, because, I'm not going to just say the doctor, because at this point, we're talking about the doctor. We're also talking about the technician. We're also talking about the pharmacist. We're talking about every person that is involved in medication therapy when it comes to this patient. The performance is up to all of us to make sure that we give the patient what they need. This is kind of the reason too why prescriptions go through so many different hands, because by the time it gets to the patient, if there was some type of error, somebody should have caught it, whether that was the pharmacist or the pharmacy tech or the pharmacist, or whoever, the nurse, maybe before it got to the pharmacy. But it goes through a couple of hands, because we are trying to make sure that everybody is looking at it and that we're all participating to ensure that the patient gets the best care that they actually need. Here, when we talk about causes of prescription errors, so improper documentation, maybe it wasn't documented properly. Improper computer entry, that's a pharmacy technician issue. If we are doing the typing or the data entry of the script, and you don't know what the abbreviation is, but you're new to that pharmacy and you don't want to seem like you don't know what you're doing, so you don't go and ask. And now this prescription has been passed on to another patient or to the patient, and it wasn't right. However, if your pharmacist is paying attention, they should catch it before it goes on because they are supposed to do the drug. Don't give up, don't give in. Continue to watch my channel, to continue to come back. I am here for you. I want to be a resource to you. I know that everything that you have studied